What's up, all you hip hop heads? I am effing back.
Yes, I know.
And for all you rap fans out there who love the real legends of rap music,
Can't get enough of this gangster shit.
I got one of the living legends on the show for you today. That's right, I had a dope interview with none other than Mersiless Amir.
Lord have mercy.
Mersiless Amir.
Woo! I want to get this started right away. Alright, in order to start right away, if you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you on the team, and I'm always making new content. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. Hey, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too, my guy. What's good with you?
Thank you. How's it going, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing cool, bro. I'm doing cool. I'm chilling. How about you?
Same. Feeling good. Pumped about the interview. Thank you for coming on here. It's truly an honor.
My pleasure, Vaughn. No problem, bro. Glad to be here.
Thank you.
What's the word?
Yes,
The
it's
word?
awesome. So yeah, basically, I'm just gonna ask you, some questions. I always like to get the origins and stuff of my favorite rappers, and also I think this next generation they need to know where it all came from and what the origins are. So that's kind of where I start. So I just want to say, everybody, you're watching the Honor Show, and I've got the legendary Merciless Amir with us, and yeah, it's truly an honor to have you on the Honor Show, brother. Salute.
Thanks a lot, bro. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll start right at the beginning. Tell us where you grew up at.
Okay. Man, I grew up in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised. 7 Mile West Side.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Livernois Avenue. And yeah, that's where I was at when I, you know what I'm saying, first started listening to hip hop and
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, the bug bit me, you feel me? So
Yeah.
from that point, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to do that, but definitely from West 7 Mile, you know what I'm saying? I have family all around the whole city, so I spent a lot of time on the east side as well. My grandmother lived over there, all my cousins and family, but you know what I'm saying? West side for life though.
Yeah. Yes. What was life
Yeah.
kind of like growing up there?
Man, it was cool, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a lot of culture, you know what I'm saying, in the area. I grew up, right around the corner from the Avenue of Fashion, which is Livernois Avenue.
Yeah.
So it was always a lot of thriving businesses over there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of influences, and that's where I started my musical journey, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, my pops was a musician. My mom
Really?
played piano a little bit too, but pops
Okay.
played piano and saxophone. So when I was a kid, it was a store called Grinnell's, which was a music shop where they sold all the music instruments, keyboards, and electric keyboards and pianos, all of that. I used to walk around the corner when I was like 5, 6 years old and take lessons at the Grinnell's. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? Pops had me taking lessons, so I learned, what I'm saying, to read music and stuff at a young age, which I don't really read now because it's something you got to do every day
Right.
to really keep it, you know what I'm saying, keep it fresh. But
Right.
I did start reading music as a little guy, you know what I'm saying? So that was definitely something that kept me inspired and involved in music.
Nice. That's pretty cool,
But
man.
yeah, living over there, yeah, Detroit City, man. Detroit was is the shit, man. I love being from Detroit, and I love the way I came up. It was inspirational. Like I said, it was lots of businesses, and it was record stores around the corner. I remember it was a store called Foodies that we used to go in there, play all the video games,
Yes.
and listen to all of the new music that was coming out. They'll be playing at the DJ in there. Is always spinning some new Parliament Funkadelic and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying?
I love
It
it.
was lit, man.
Yes.
Definitely.
I love it. I love hearing those origin stories. That stuff I never knew. About your dad playing the saxophone and your mom playing piano a bit, and you
Mhm.
taking them. That's super cool. Going to the music shop when you're 5, 6, taking lessons, man. That's dope. Who?
For
So,
real,
what
bro.
was school cool for you, or did you like school much? Or
yeah, school. I mean, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was what it was. Like, you know, again, like school to me was like, you know, I guess it was just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It was necessary. You know,
Right.
you get up every day, you know, eat breakfast, and get on the bus and go to school or
Right.
whatever. But yeah, but you know what I'm saying, made a lot of great friends in grade schools, and you know, lifelong friends that I'm still, you know, clicked up with today, and we still making moves, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but
Loyalty.
yeah, in school, you know, I did music in school though, you know, I was in the bands and stuff,
Nice.
um, you know, in grade school. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's definitely been yeah, I guess every walk of life for me had music involved in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, a lot of people don't know like that I started DJing probably like maybe like the ninth grade.
Really
You know what I'm saying? So I started DJing parties at the high school and stuff, and in
nice.
the gymnasium, and yeah, you know, and then as I grew older, you know what I'm saying, in high school, I got involved in you know, like career days. I went to the radio stations, you know what I'm saying? And I got a chance to sit down in the sound booth in the radio station
Yes.
with some of the popular DJs. Like in
Wow.
Detroit, it was a DJ named Marvelous Marv that was major back then. So, you know, I got a chance to sit down with Marvelous Marv and sit in on his whole, you know, radio session for like
Wow.
two hours or something. And
Yes.
that shit was like mind blowing to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm already sitting here with like this dude's like an idol, like he was Prince or something, Michael Jackson or something, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Of the radio, you know, like of DJs. So it was lit, but he was teaching me things in that moment, you know, that was like career forming and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
informational stuff that was important that you know what I'm saying, that I really cherish those times, you know what I'm saying, and that those opportunities.
Wow.
So yeah, school was cool, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Oh yeah.
had its ups and downs time to time, but you know, yeah, I think it was probably the same experience for a lot of people and a lot of artists, you know.
Hell yeah. Wow, that's cool. That's a cool story,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
like that. What age were you when you started to really write rhymes and stuff? Was it when you started DJing around the time or?
Actually, like I started writing rhymes like a little bit before I started DJing. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Probably I was like when I wrote my first rap, I was like 12 years old.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was back in the days. What was out like music like man, you know what? At that time I was listening to a lot of New York hip hop. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it was like yeah, it was a song called Genius Rap. I always tell everybody about this song. Some people don't remember it, some do, but it was actually the guy who started Uptown Records,
Okay.
Andre Harrell. Yeah, Andre Harrell was a rapper before he started that label and stuff. And he was in this group that made the song called Genius Rap. I can't remember the name. It kind of slips my mind right now what their group was called. But that song was dope. They was rapping the genius of love.
Yes.
And yeah, so that was lit. So that was around the time when I wrote my first rap. But you know what I'm saying? I had been listening to all the stuff that came out, like, you know, Rapper's Delight, of course, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the one that, yeah, that's the one that really, you know what I'm saying, got me into it. Like, man,
Yes.
this I gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? I gotta learn how to do this. And it
Yes.
was just like the coolest music form to me at the time, you know?
Right.
So yeah, Curtis Blow and all of that. And you know, later on, like, you know what I'm saying, I mentioned some of these artists like George Clinton, Curtis Blow. You know, I had opportunities to meet these guys later on in life, and actually like worked with George Clinton, you know what I'm saying? I
Really?
did a song with George Clinton, yeah,
Yes.
for a radio promo for you probably heard of DJ Billy T
Yeah.
and TJ, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I did the promo for their show called The Rap Blast. Yeah,
Yes.
and my man George Clinton did the intro on the promo with me. You know what I'm saying? He actually rapped
Wow.
a little bit on the song.
Wow.
So that was crazy.
Fucking
Yep,
legendary.
and legendary shit, bro, for sure. And I had at the same studio, we was at the Disc recording studio. Shout out to Greg Riley. owner of the disc, and shout out to my man Scott Sumner, you know what I'm saying, at the disc, engineered the disc. But I got a lot of opportunities to meet a lot of people at that studio, you know what I'm saying? Like George Clinton, for instance, and then I had an opportunity to meet Bootsy Collins at that studio, which was you know what I'm saying, mind-blowing experience.
Right?
But I like I said, I got to work with George, like I'm in the studio with him recording this shit. That was, you know, just insane, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like one of the greatest to me and to a lot of people.
Right.
But then I met Curtis Blow there too, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I never really kept in touch with Curtis Blow, but I ended up getting inducted into the Hip Hop Alliance, which was started by Curtis Blow. Yeah, Curtis Blow, Chuck D, some of these other guys, you know, created this Hip Hop Alliance. Was like a hip hop union.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they accepted me into the Hip Hop Alliance last year. And you know what I'm saying? I got my alliance number and all of that. So, you know, yeah, so hip hop has evolved, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Quite a bit. And it's yeah, it's a lovely, I love being a part of it, you feel me?
Yes. Well, I love it that you're a part of it. And you know how you're talking about when you're working with George Clinton and stuff? That's how it kind of is for me right now interviewing you. It's like, man, I can't believe I'm talking to this man on here. Do you remember?
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro.
Hey, absolutely. You're welcome, man. You deserve it. You're absolutely legendary, brother. You're absolutely legendary. Like, you know, like ever since A Day Without a Rhyme, is because I remember I was born in '82, and I was already listening to music when Easy Does It came out. I remember that was the first like hardcore rap tape I started listening to. I was 6, and I was hiding from my parents and shit. But get back on track. What were your goals starting out when you first started rapping and stuff?
Man, you know what? I mean, I just wanted to make great records, man. I wanted to make something that was, you know what I'm saying, game changing, you know?
Yes.
And, you know, obviously I wanted to be, you know, world famous, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Run DMC and Cool J and, you know, all of those superstars, you know?
Yes.
And so, you know, I approached it from a serious standpoint. Like, you know, I was in college, man, and you know, it's funny, you know what I'm saying, because you asked about school. Like I said, every level of school, I was always into some aspect of music. And when I was in college, you know what I'm saying, I was writing rhymes all the time, writing every day in the dorm and shit. And you know, my homies was encouraging me, like, go ahead, dog, you know what I'm saying? You doing it, you the shit at it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bet I'm gonna keep at it. And I was reaching out to all of the record labels, like from school, like, you know what I'm saying, make a package, put my tape in there, you know what I'm saying? Send it out to Elektra, send it out to Atlantic, you know what I'm saying? Sending all my shit out to New York, you know what I'm saying? And I was calling them on the payphone in the dorm, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Did y'all get my tape? I sent my tape, my demo, and they'll be like, if you sent it, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get a letter from us. You'll get a letter, you know, just wait on that or whatever. And I got a few letters back, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like saying stuff like, you know, your demo sounds good, you know, keep at it or whatever, you know, and try us again, you know what I'm saying, when you have some more music, whatever, you know, they'll give you some kind of reply. They would actually respond to you. I got a few replies, and that was encouraging too, because I'm like, damn, I just got a fucking letter from you know what I'm saying, Warner Brothers, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow. So that, you know, that kept me going. That made me feel like it was possible. Like they are communicating with me. I'm like, damn, okay. It's possible. So yeah, that's how I approached it. You feel me?
Hell yeah, that's dope. Tell us about A Day Without a Rhyme. Tell us when that took off. How did that feel?
Man, bro, I mean, Day Without a Rhyme was like it was like a surprise, you know what I'm saying, launch for that record, because I really didn't know it was coming out when it did, you know, but I had recorded several songs. I had recorded an actual album, and Day Without a Rhyme was one of the songs on that album.
Nice.
And yeah, and so it was like probably one of the last songs that I recorded. So that's why it came out as the single.
Okay.
And my partner, my partner kind of released it, what I'm saying, without me knowing he was gonna release it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it was like, so somebody actually, my man, DJ Maestro, you remember Chaos and Maestro, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Definitely sounds
Chaos and
familiar.
Maestro. Yeah, so they, they had some big records, you know what I'm saying? But they was my close friends. And Maestro actually did the drum track on A Day Without a
Oh,
Rhyme.
nice.
You know what I'm saying? So he did that drum beat, and we collabed on the music and stuff. And I, had a guitar player come in and play the guitar on the track, and I played like the bass part on it, and it was a nice combination. And my DJ came in, and put some nice spins on the chorus. Dropped a classic song called Martin Circus in the Hook that everybody was in Detroit was familiar with at the time. So, it took it into a different direction. But my man Maestro had called me up one day, and he was like, "Listen to this, man." And I was like, "Cool, what's up?" And so he started scratching A Day Without a Rhyme. He was like, "Chicka, chicka, 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 a day, a day." And I was like, "That's dope, man." I was like, "How'd you do that though? How you do that?" He was like, "I got the record."
Yes.
I was like, "What you mean you got the record?" He was like, "I just bought it from Buy Right." Buy Right was the big record store on 7 Mile.
Yes.
I was like, "Man, you got me kidding, dog. How you?" So then that's how I found out the record was out. And you know what I'm saying? After that, yeah, it was up after that. I mean, like, Radio Star, got a hold of it. Actually, I did a TV show, like, and performed it on this TV show, a local show. It was like a kind of like Soul Train in Detroit. It was called The New Dance Show.
Nice.
Right. And so I did that on there with what's her name? So Cole Medina. She was the host of it. It was like a rap. They had a rap aspect of it called Raps Corner, where they highlighted local, hip hop artists. So, I got a chance to perform on that, and then the radio guys heard it. My man DJ Billy T heard it, and he started playing it on the radio. And Marvelous Marv, the guy that I had, mentored with at the radio, he got a hold of it. He played it every single day, bro, like every morning. So now, so all the guys, that was in high school at the time, they be coming up to me like, "Man, look, dog, your song every morning, we'll wake up and we'll play A Day Without a Rhyme is on the radio. We on the school bus riding to school playing A Day Without a Rhyme."
Yes.
And like, it was a big part of everybody's day, like the morning energy, feel me? So it became an anthem, like, with that being said, like, everybody was feeling, they started playing it on all the different stations, WHYT, GPR, JLB. It was all on the radio, and it was a big look, man. It was a major situation going on at that time. So it was exciting to have had that happen,
Hell yeah, man, that's dope.
Definitely.
That's super cool. That's super cool. Did that spark you to go even harder and to want it even more, to be like, man, this shit's taking off. I gotta go even harder.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean,
Yes.
that song, got a lot of recognition, and it had so many spins. It was like, at that time, I don't think they was called BDS, but they had the print, the fingerprint, that lets you know which record was getting the most radio play and all of this. And that garnered the attention of major labels, you know what I'm saying? So it was major labels like MCA that offered us a deal, you know what I'm saying? And it was a couple other labels that was getting at my record company about signing me.
Yes.
But we just couldn't. I couldn't come to an agreement at that time with my record company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it was it was all right. You know what I'm saying? I had some managers that was shopping my music around. My A Day Without a Rhyme and some new music that I created. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? And had a lot of fun doing that, man, and recording, and have record labels coming to flying to Detroit from LA, from New York.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I remember EMI flew in, A&M flew in from LA, EMI came in from New York, and they sat in studio sessions with me, and you know what I'm saying, and gave me money. Like I had a demo deal from A&M, but I tell you what, like, the thing was, like, with me, you know what I'm saying, my music was kind of positive, kind of spiritual a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
felt good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, that it was at the time when the labels kind of came to an agreement, like they was just trying to push gangster music. You know what I'm saying? They got to the point where they didn't want no more rock hymns. They didn't want no more, you know what I'm saying, Public Enemies and stuff like that. They wanted more like, NWA and stuff like that. And, but I was just on that turning point. Like that was a little bit of part of me too. You know what I'm saying? Some gangster music. Like, I'm into that. You know what I'm saying? I made some gangster music, but you know what I'm saying? It was at a time where it was a turning point, and I was still on that other side where I was just kind of trying to be a positive influence. Yeah. And you can still be on some G shit and still be positive, and that's what I became, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, man, they was listening to my lyrics and they was like, whoa, like, this is the kind of stuff we not really supposed to be signing right now. And, some of them wanted to sign it, but they bosses was like, we just gonna go with the, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna go with that street guy. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool, man. I kept on recording. I kept, I stuck at it, and, I had music playing on the radio in Detroit, and I went to New York and went to LA, recorded out there. First I went to LA. I recorded with DJ Quick Camp. You know what I'm saying? My man Greedy Greg. Shout out to Greedy Greg. Shout out to DJ Quick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was my LA family. And TKO, my man TKO was a great producer that I worked with out there. Recorded a couple songs with him, and those songs, they got attention, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I tell people, like, I don't really be telling people a lot of, like, okay, what labels was interested and what, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, well, who did you sign with? Like, did you ever do a record deal? Yeah, I signed a major record deal, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like at that time, like when I was working with DJ Quick and those guys, Interscope wanted to sign me. Nice. Now Interscope was, now this was before anybody was signed to Interscope. Like Pac hadn't even signed to Interscope yet. Wow. It was only person that was on Interscope was this rapper. It was a female rapper from LA named The Poetess. Oh, okay. And I was like, so I'm like, Interscope, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them companies, I was like, man, I ain't never heard of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to sign with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Sony or something. You know what I'm saying? Where's Sony at? But, obviously, look what Interscope turned into. You know what I'm saying? A conglomeration. So, it's not always a bad thing to get involved at, you know what I'm saying, with a startup company. You feel me? Yeah. But absolutely. Yeah, but at the time, I think nobody in my team was like really excited about that situation. They were a new company coming up, and we had some other situations that was pending. So, but I ended up signing a deal with Polygram. Okay. And so it was Polydor. It was Polydor. So I went to London, but before that, I'm gonna just double back real quick. I went to New York and I did a couple songs with Grandmaster Flash. Yeah. So, yep. That's my OG, my mentor. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about him a little bit in my new video song called "He Came From Out Cold." Yes. And Grandmaster Flash, Grandmaster
ride that Flash, snowmobile and shit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. yeah, my man taught me a lot of lessons. You know what I'm saying? He inspired. He was inspirational, man. He like,
Oh yeah.
you know, when I came to the studio, he was like, man, I want you to write a song about, and he thought about it for a minute. He was like, write a song about an elephant. And I was like, did he say an elephant? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying to my guys, and they're like, I was like, an elephant? You want me to write about an elephant? He was like, write a song about an elephant. He was like, but make it something that's dope, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're a rapper, right? You're a writer, right? And I was like, yeah. He was like, so you can write about anything, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, so write a song about an elephant and make that shit dope. Like some shit that, you know what I'm saying, that could drop in the club or whatever. And I was like, all right. and he gave me a beat and shit. He gave me the beat. And I went and wrote some cold shit to it. You know what I'm saying? I had a song. It was called, I think it was called Here Comes the Elephant.
Yes.
But yeah, the shit that was cold, and it ended up being a song that the people who got me the deal in London, you know what I'm saying, on Polydor. So Polydor really liked that song, and they gave me a deal.
Yes.
You know, so Grandmaster Flash's influence, man. Like I like to say, man, like I worked with him, but I was like, it was training. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it was like he trained me to be a grandmaster. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
At this point, I feel like I'm a grandmaster in hip hop because I've experienced like every level. You know what I'm saying? Every level of hip hop that you can, like from the mud. You know what I'm saying? To the, you know what I'm saying, to the studio, home studio, to, you know what I'm saying, to major studios, like recording at Capitol Records. You know, I spent a lot of time in studios at Capitol Tower, you know what I'm saying, and things that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people may never experience in music. You know what I'm saying? I had the opportunity to do those things, man. I'm grateful for that. And, you know what I'm saying, I'm thankful for it. But it's like, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like around the world in 80 days or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these, you feel me? Like all of these different areas of the career and the music industry to be explored and experienced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had an opportunity to experience like most of it. You know what I'm saying? And I would have loved to made millions and millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like my journey is not over. You know what I'm saying? I'm still active, you know.
Yes.
Here go my new, hey, people, you know, anybody don't know about it, but this is my new album. It's a triple CD. This is the first triple CD in Detroit rap history.
Yes.
Yep. And
there's
that's
like 30 tracks, right?
True Legend.
True Legend.
33 is 33 on the CD.
Yes, that's
33
right.
on the CD, but it's 30. Yeah, it's 30 on the digital platform. So, you know, cop that album. But I mean, the album has a lot of heat on it. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of great features. And man, it just came out like a year ago. The CD dropped a year ago, probably damn near today. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nice.
Like, yeah, you feel me? So I'm still at it, man. I've been doing a few videos. I got a couple videos that are still about to drop that ain't even edited yet. So, you know what I'm saying? But the whole thing's a shot. So, yeah, look for a few new things from me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, hey, man, we still at it. You feel me?
Absolutely. I got to ask you, how did it feel on when M was at the Rock and Roll, when Eminem was doing his induction to the Hall of Fame and he shouted you out? Tell me what that felt like. That had to feel good.
Man, bro, that was crazy, bro. Like, that was crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't. It was like, what happened for me was, you know, it was about 3:00 in the morning, right? On the night that the ceremony happened, right? And a guy messaged me on Facebook Messenger. And he said, dude, Eminem just shouted you out at the Hall of Fame induction. Yeah. He was like, dog, I jumped out of my seat. and I'm like, it's 3:00 in the morning, and I just picked up my phone and saw this message. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, who is this? You know? And so I'm looking at my phone like, okay, And it's I see that the guy had messaged me only one other time. Like I didn't know this guy. You know what I'm saying? But his name's Tony Swish. So shout out to Tony Swish, man. And you know what I'm saying? So he had only messaged me like one time about 3 years ago. He was a fan, you know what I'm saying? He was like a big fan of A Day Without a Rhyme.
Yeah.
And he had just messaged me one time saying, you know, I love A Day Without a Rhyme. And you know what I'm saying? It's a great record, man. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I was like, thanks a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? And then he never said nothing else. So until this night, he hits me up and tells me M just shouted me out. And I was like, what? And he was like, dude, I was at the ceremony. You know what I'm saying? I was there.
Wow.
And I heard him shout you out and everything. He was like, man, he was like, I jumped out my seat. I couldn't believe it, man. He was like, congratulations. I was like, wow, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then in the morning, you know what I'm saying? I started getting calls in the morning and stuff. People's hitting me up in the morning. My man, Awesome Dre, hit me in the morning because he shouted Awesome out too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And, but it was just, we was the only ones out of the city of Detroit names that he said, like,
right.
Out of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, that's really an honor, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was really, you know, I was really excited about it. You know, I don't know him really. I met him a couple of times on a couple of occasions, but I did know that he was a fan, though. You know, because basically he let me know when I met him the first time. It was at the first BET Awards in Las Vegas, right? And he was performing with NWA, right? And so I was backstage. And when he came off stage, I was backstage, like standing to the side, and I was like, I was like, what's up, man? This your homeboy, Mersiless Amir. And he was like, dude, he did like this. His jaw dropped like he saw a ghost or something. And he was like, A Day Without a Rhyme. He started singing A Day Without a Rhyme for me right there. And I was like, wow, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kind of gave me goosebumps a little bit. And then, you know, I gave him my card and stuff, but I ain't hear from him or nothing, you know. And then I saw him another time and I gave him a CD, you know, and it had that new version of A Day Without a Rhyme, a newer version called A Day Without a Rhyme Revisit, which is ironically, it's on Spotify and it's on all the streaming platforms now because when M shouted me out, you know what I'm saying? Then Spotify actually reached out to me. Like they emailed me and said, we need A Day Without a Rhyme. Like we got an Eminem playlist that's, you know, that we're doing and your song is not on the streaming platforms. I was like, what the hell? Like Spotify don't reach out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't reach out to you, you know? Now, then, you know, Paul Rosenberg, who was Eminem's manager, shout out to Paul. And again, shout out to M. And shout out to D12, my man, Kaniva, Swifty, Bizarre, you know what I'm saying, Kanai, you know what I'm saying? But Kaniva's my guy. And Kaniva's on my album. Matter of fact, he's on a song called Uncut Sapphires, featuring Kaniva, featuring T3 from Slum Village, and featuring my young homie, Castro from Chicago. So shout out to all them guys. But yeah, man, I mean, it just back to that, you know what I'm saying? It was a major lift for him to shout me out in the Hall of Fame, and you know the news and everybody came and talked to me, and you know I told them, I was like, man, bro, that's the next best thing. Like if you're not getting inducted, if they're saying your name in the Hall of Fame, bro, that's the next best thing to getting your fucking, you know what I'm saying, name on the wall.
Right.
They just said my name up in there. That's good. I'm good. So So I appreciate that shit, man. But yeah, man. I mean, definitely, you know, that's a push in the right direction. And you know, I'm still at it now. You know, I know M probably shouted me out because he heard Kaniva on the record, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he heard the record, and the record is like, dog, you know, that make him say, like, bro, the guy's still doing it 30 years later, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's, you know, Day Without a Rhyme dropped in 89. You know, I got 30 songs on the record. That's one song for every year since that song came out and blew up. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's a blueprint, you know what I'm saying, to the whole thing, man. And you know, we just moving it and moving in, you know, we just active, you know. Right. That's it, dog.
Hell yeah.
Keep it going.
Well, you've always been ahead of your time. Like A Day Without a Rhyme, I still listen to that. I was showing my son the other day. That is still lyrical and got punchlines, and it's still dope today. Like I'll still listen to that.
Thanks, bro.
And then I put in your new stuff. And I'm like, man, this guy has not only not lost a step, you've gained. You're better than ever. You're
Thank,
still ahead of your time. So you
thank you, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's what I appreciate that, man. That's my man Conniver said the same thing. Like, man, you not only still dope, bro, you doper than you was. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, man. Cause man, guys like him, Conniver and T3 and all of the artists that from Detroit that have been influential, I continue to be students of them too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's like the teacher teaching the student. You know what I'm saying? They learn from me, and then I go back and listen, and I learn something from them. And then
yeah,
I listen to whatever is hot. You know what I'm saying? And I adapt to it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I think that's the key to longevity is being able to adapt to whatever happens next. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Then you can fit in. You know what I'm saying? And you can fit in, but you still want to stand out. And but you
right,
definitely first you got to fit in.
right.
So
Hell yeah.
yeah, so that's
Hell
what
yeah.
I'm on,
Yes. Tell us how you decided on the rap name Merciless Amir and what it means to you.
Man, you know, I forgot why I really came up with that name, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like hip hop was just something that was kind of edgy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hip hop it was not like R&B,
Yeah.
it was just more street and it was more of an edge to it. And it was something like to me, it was just you had to have a tougher little exterior about you. You feel me?
Right.
So that's how I came up with Merciless. But I think I got it from like you know, I used to like Flash Gordon,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Ming was Merciless. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Yeah.
the crazy thing is, man, I'm a big Jimi Hendrix fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like yeah, like Hendrix rocks, and
Yes.
I I seen all his documentaries, and
Yeah.
like Hendrix was a big Flash Gordon fan too. You know what I'm saying? So they said everybody used to call him Buster because the lead character in Flash Gordon was named Buster something. I forgot his last name.
Mhm.
But so all his friends used to call him Buster because he loved Flash Gordon so much.
Yes.
And it was like, dang, that made me feel like, okay, well, I was definitely on the right wavelength. You feel me? When I
Right.
came up with the Ming thing. But you know, yeah, but Hendrix, man, like he was so dope to me because his music, he called his music, now other people don't know this, but he called his music sci-fi rock and roll. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because like
Yeah.
Purple Haze all in my vein, all in my brain. That Purple
Yeah.
Haze was to him, he said he was thinking of like a comic book, you know what I'm saying? And the Purple Haze was like, a comic story, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And he was, yeah. So, you know, I actually wrote some, I have a graphic novel that, I'm saying that I've been working on, and character and everything. Character is called Mercy. It's a superhero. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it's like a sci-fi story. In the future, it's like anime. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, I like anime a lot. And so my character is like an anime character. And I've got like, a lot of different, basically drawings of the character. Like I had a couple of Marvel artists from Marvel Comics drew my character for me. And
Really?
then my little homie Nicholas Draper Ivy did a version of my character. He's the guy who does Static Shock for DC Comics. So,
Okay.
you know,
Nice.
yeah, it's serious. It's serious, man.
It's
So
huge,
this is
brother.
something we've been working on for, a few years. And
Yes.
very soon, what I'm saying, be something that we introduce, but it's got a whole
Yes.
soundtrack. And I'm rapping
Yes.
like, what I'm saying, the whole soundtrack is lit.
Yes.
So that's something I'm gonna keep you posted on that, Vaughn, because
Yeah.
I think you're gonna dig that, especially if you like superhero shit and you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
anime shit like that. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. I can't wait
for
to see.
sure.
I can't
All
wait. And I'm gonna review on my
right, that's
show
the
too.
next
I'm
one.
gonna review some songs off your album too. I'm just getting caught up with some
Okay.
reviews I already told people I'm gonna do. But yeah, I've been listening to that, man. That True
Yeah,
Legend. It's amazing.
yeah.
It's amazing.
Thank
The
you, homie.
the production
Thank you, homie.
that you guys put into it, and the right, it sounds like you just made everything perfect. And it's you can tell you put
Thanks,
your
man.
heart and soul in it.
Most definitely did, man. So I definitely really appreciate that, man. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know. You know, I got producers on the record. I got Nick Speed did a song on the record. Shout out to Nick Speed.
Yeah.
Kid, the producer, produced one joint.
Yeah.
And shout out to Kid because these guys are major. And then my man Symphony the Great, you know what I'm saying, did a song, and that's my guy. And he's a, you know, all of these guys are produced for major label artists, you know what I'm saying, and famous artists. So to have him on my record was
Right.
a big blessing to me, you
Right.
know. And at the same time, now that's three producers. The rest of the songs, I produced all of those songs, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So yeah, so I do want people to know, you know what I'm saying, that I'm a producer in my own right. And I produced Today Without a Rhyme, you know what I'm saying? And I've been producing all my music since then.
Yes.
But I definitely, you know, I definitely want people to know that that's a part of my repertoire. And I
Yes.
love music, but I love creativity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like yeah, so that video, He Came From Out Cold, I directed that, edited that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Did all of the editing and shit too. You know, I've been editing video since the 90s, man. I was out in Hollywood when I shot my first video, Playing the Odds. So, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, it ain't just to say, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody put no limitations on you. You know what I'm saying? You could do whatever you put your mind to and just manifest it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's like it comes out of necessity. Like, I need a video done. If I ain't got a director, if I ain't got a cameraman, I'm about to get it done. I'm about to find it and make it happen myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or if I ain't got somebody to make a beat for me, shit, fuck, I gotta make a beat then because I got this rap I need to, you know what I'm saying, put down.
Yes.
So that's how it all happens. And you know, and then you start to enjoy those things and want to be competitive about it and make it something that's great that people can respect and that people won't think, oh yeah, he must have did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just want people to say, damn, I wonder who produced that, or I wonder who directed that. I wonder who, you know, wrote that, you know? So that's the idea, man. Just to, you know, just to be great at what you aspire to do, you know?
Yes. Hell yeah. I didn't even know
Yeah.
that you produced a lot of those tracks on there, and I was sitting there going, man, who produced this? This is crazy. I was sitting there
Thank you,
doing that.
homie. Thank you, homie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
I just gotta.
Yeah, so shit, I've been for a while, man. Like I said, I learned from Grandmaster Flash, man. I learned from, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, DJ Quick Camp out there, TKO, and
Yes.
even before that, just listening to hip hop and loving hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and being around music my whole life gave me a edge, you know what I'm saying, at it, you know what I'm saying. But you know, it's just something that if it's what you want to do, you're gonna do it, you know. If it's meant for you to do that shit, that's what you're gonna do. So
Yes.
now me and you kind of got the same color scheme going on. That's dope, right?
Yeah. Here
You
we
know what I'm saying? We
do.
got the same color scheme.
Hell yeah.
The black and red. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Hell
With the
yeah.
shades on. Yeah.
Right. See,
No
on the
doubt.
same
No doubt,
wavelength.
man.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Thank you.
No question, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I won't keep you too much
Yeah.
longer. I just got a couple more little questions and stuff. I always like to
For sure.
ask this because I think it's kind of a big deal. Do you remember like when Reagan's era in office? Did you notice like it this kind of was the demise of the neighborhoods in some ways? Like a lot of stuff went downhill with
Mhm.
this damn Reaganomics. Is that something you've noticed too?
I mean, did I notice it at the time, like in
Yeah.
the 80s?
Right.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, in the 80s, we didn't really know exactly why, you know what I'm saying, these things was happening. People was just
Right.
kind of taking advantage of, it was an opportunity in a way for a
Right.
lot of people, you know what I'm saying? It was an opportunity to make money, you know what I'm saying? And it just fell in your lap, you know?
Yeah.
And so I don't think nobody was saying, you know what I'm saying, Reagan put this, you know, Reagan did this. Reagan
Right.
made, you know what I'm saying, until later,
Yeah.
like in the 90s, later in the 90s, you like, you know, Reagan era, like, damn, that's when this all happened, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that, you know, so, you watch Snowfall and stuff. You watch Snowfall, that TV series?
Not yet. I haven't. No.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted though.
Well,
That's
so,
that. I seen previews for it. That shit looks dope. I couldn't remember what you're
yeah,
talking about at first, but yeah, Snowfall. That shit
right.
looked ill.
Snowfall. Yeah, it's on FX channel or on Hulu. But the reason I mentioned it is because they go all into you know, it takes place in the Reagan era,
Yeah.
and it's kind of based on the story of Freeway Rick Ross and
Yeah.
how he, you know, dealt with the, dealt with the CIA and stuff,
Yeah. Contra
and
guys.
brought, yeah, the Contras, and brought the cocaine into the neighborhoods, and then they start making crack. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, now everybody sees it, but at the time,
Right.
like I said, people just saw it as an opportunity. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's this substance is available in the neighborhood
Right.
to make money, and I don't even think that a lot of people saw how it was negatively affecting their families and
Right.
their communities until a little later, and it was fucked up. It fucked up a lot of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the whole plan to just um, cause a big you know make the communities take a step back and fall back a little bit. But
Absolutely. I
you know
absolutely believe that.
yeah, but it's unfortunate, man. But that's politics, and that's the world we live in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So again, that's where you have to be able to adapt and maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Maneuver around these things. It's traps and things, and that's life. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of people get caught up, and we lost a lot of people.
Right.
And that shit continues to this day, man. So I just, I hope everybody just stay aware and stay alert, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And stay strong. You feel me?
Hmm.
That's what we got to do, man. Stay strong and keep a positive
Absolutely.
outlook. So.
Thank you for that. I appreciate the way you explain that. Nobody ever really said it quite like that. So thank you. I appreciate that perspective, brother. Which brings
Yeah,
me to my last
no, thanks.
question. If you could change, and this is kind of a broad question, but if you could change anything in the world, what would you change?
If I could change anything in the world,
Yeah.
man, uh, I don't know, man. That's a tough question, but I if I could change anything, I think I would just make sure that it was equality and peace. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
that's hey, like we'll go back to Jimi Hendrix one more time
Yes.
and say, a quote from Jimi Hendrix was you know, when the love of, what does he say? When the love of power overcomes the power, no, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace.
Yeah.
Right. So man, you know what I'm saying? Let's all practice the power, you know what I'm saying, of love.
Yes.
And just and just advance as humanity.
Right.
You feel me? And then we take it to, you know what I'm saying, take it back to the stars and things, and man, and
Yes.
get back to the, the real roots of
Yes.
our spiritual selves,
Yes. Hell yes. I
Yeah.
like
So
that. Man, I thank you for this, man. I'm a fan, and I learned a lot about you, and you're very candid and open. I appreciate that. Is there anything that you want to add, or anything you want to
Mm,
tell us, or
uh,
anything? If not, it's cool. Just I always like to ask that.
yeah, thanks, man. I mean, no, like I said, just look out for some new music and material. I got some awesome new projects that are coming up,
Yes,
and yeah, and so you know, man, just shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to moms. I'm on a podcast. Mom, check me out.
yeah,
And shout out to you. Thank you, Vaughn, for having me, bro. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
I see you interviewing a lot of cool people and shit. I seen Hush was on here the other day.
Yeah,
Shout out to Hush.
yeah,
And yep. And I want to say a shout out to my man Mud from Five Ella. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And Thine from Five Ella. As I was just chopping it up with them a little bit about Proof, and we miss Proof. You know what I'm saying? But some of the people that was really influential in Detroit hip hop, going to the places and the heights that it has, are not with us today. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like B Def and Blade Icewood. Shout out to all those legends and shit. And
Absolutely.
yeah, but yeah, man. But no, I really appreciate being here. I had a lot of fun, and hit me up next time, man. We'll do it again.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's true, man. That's why I call it the honor show, because I only want to have legendary dudes on here who are honoring hip hop, who are doing it and not just in it for whatever, who are actually lyricists and like that's why I have you on here and Hush and and people like DJ Butter because he produces guys like that and
My guy,
King
shout out to Butter.
Jordan, Big Hurt, all them guys. I just
Shout out to Big Hurt.
yeah, absolutely. All them guys, man. And thank you. It was truly an honor to have you on the honor show. Thank you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. It's an honor on my part.
Thank you. And yeah, you always got an open spot on the show anytime you want. And I'll have you on here again, man. That would be dope.
All right, for sure. Definitely
Awesome.
will. I'll come back. Say less. I'm there.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
All
Thanks,
right,
brother. God bless you. And I hope you have a good day.
my man. All right, for sure, bro. Stay up.
You too, brother. Peace.
All right, peace.
Damn, that was dope.
Go, 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 go.
Mersiless Amir, everybody, one of the absolute legends in the rap game. Thank you for being on the show. Again, it was an absolute honor to have you on the honor show. Thank you.
And you know this, man.
And now you guys can actually help me out.
You gotta help me.
Hey, all you gotta do is hit that like button. And so you never miss any future episodes, hit that subscribe button along with that little notification bell.